Doing. Trying to get this, the few things set up before we jump into it. Feel free to hit the like on your way in. Subscribe to the channel. That would be very supportive, very appreciated. So we're doing our thing right here. Always got to take care of the little things before we get into it. But today I think it's just going to be push-ups and probably like some abs, but no jumping jacks, no other stuff like that. Boxing with Bob last night kind of took it out of my leg. Knee was a little wonky, so we don't want to we don't want to do too much. We want to do just enough. Good morning and welcome. Let's get outside and do some push-ups. Hopefully the mosquitoes don't eat at me this morning like they were last night, because that wasn't terrible, but let them go find something else to snack on. That's all I'm saying. Let them go find something else. And if they do, I may have to start going yoga pants out here. All right. A little bit of stretch. One, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's up, Matt Acoustic? I got somebody here to introduce you to. This is one of the Impact Faithful as well. His name is Nathaniel J Burns. How are you today, sir?
Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing out there?
All right.
Happy
Hey,
to be
Diddy
here.
says, I miss you, baby. My finger's still a little stanky from last night. Oh,
What?
the, the trolls are here early.
Oh my gosh.
Mad, how you doing today?
Diddy. Oh gosh.
Yeah,
All right. Good morning to you too.
right, right. But we love the trolls.
Yeah.
Mad, what's going on? You're down this week? What happened?
What's up, Matt Acoustic? Good morning.
Hey, welcome everyone. Appreciate the likes and subscriptions are free. Today's day 69 of doing 100 push-ups.
Woo.
So you can join us here, and if you select all on the notifications, you'll also see the videos and shorts as well. So there's some stuff here. So I'm kind of just working push-ups and a little bit of stretch and a plank here or there, here a plank, there a plank.
Day 69. That's
Yeah.
incredible. That's amazing.
Well, and on such an auspicious day, we have guest troll Diddy.
How about that?
Yeah, right. Absolutely, guys. Nathaniel is a stuntman, actor, director, man of all talents, and he's an impact athlete. I believe it was day 8. He did the push-ups with us. Um, he's recovering from a stunt injury, so we're wishing him well while he recovers, and we'll see him back with us soon.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm excited to get back to the 100 day 100 push-ups a day challenge, man. It's
This has been fantastic. Just to like know we can have this sort of consistency, but we've been doing it.
yeah. I mean, you always push me to get at least 100 every time we do an impact. So I know you're doing them on your own too, and now it's like now everybody knows, right? It's
Yeah, this,
just
the secret.
putting it's showing a mirror as it were up to nature. It's like that's what you do. So now it's on video.
Yeah, the secret is out. Do your
Yep,
100 a day.
do your 100 a day.
We were talking. I When I try to impart, this sort of thing, people are like, I need to get motivated. I kind of feel like motivation is the spark plug, but you need the whole car to keep it moving.
Oh yeah,
So at some point, the consistency and discipline has to take over because motivated, there's days I know I don't feel like doing it, but we do it anyway, and that's just, it's an honest place to, share your message. I don't know, like, I don't really subscribe to like a lot of the things I see other people talking about. You can't force people into it. Um, but you can empathize, you can be on the same level and let them know, hey, I'm just as fallible as the next person.
oh yeah. There's plenty of days I wake up with no motivation. It's like if the habit will take over,
That's right.
that's when you do it anyway.
Matt
Um,
Acoustic said, unfortunately, the workouts this week have not been happening. Got some grief to work through for a while. Sorry to be the Debbie Downer. I'll be back when I'm ready. No, this is exactly where you need to be.
yeah,
Don't
man.
wait to come back. You've seen some of the chats where we've talked to people about everything along the lines of life. So if you got grief, don't go through it alone.
Definitely, man.
At least know you don't have to. Definitely. Sorry to hear whatever it is.
Mhm.
And that's a tough spot to be in.
You know,
How
grief
was
is
your rest last night?
uh, oh, I was gonna say grief is individual to everybody, right? So,
Correct.
but let your friends lift you up. Like keep your head up and keep showing up. That consistency, man.
Yeah.
Uh, because once the grief passes, eventually it does. You know, most of the pain goes away. Like the things that you did as a
Yeah. Yeah. That's very true. Um, yeah. And if you can stay in a space where you're doing the healthiest things for you, like I know we don't feel like it, but exercise would probably be a really good thing, which is why you always hear like those stories. The guy breaks up or gets dumped by his girlfriend, and then the first thing the guy says, "Hey, meet us at the gym."
See you in
Yeah,
the gym.
yeah, but
Time to take care of yourself and each other. Yeah.
correct, correct.
When one part of your life is not so good, the gym is always there because the world is a gym, and you can do 100
Right,
push-ups a day with Impact Athletics Association and Vincent
that's
Alfonso.
right.
So, how many you at?
I think this is four.
Mm, knocking
This
them
is,
out.
yeah, it's a today's a little tougher. I'm feeling it because I did the push-ups yesterday. We
Mm-hmm.
went and did triceps on my cage here. Then we did a shoulder workout, and then last night when I got back, I did 10 rounds with Bob.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Bob's always good for 10 rounds.
man, everything. Yeah, I'm feeling sluggish. Matt Acoustic, you're definitely welcome anytime, man. Drop in, or you can also email or DM on Instagram if you need anything or just
Yeah,
need to vent. We got you. It's tough, you know. You never like to see people going through stuff, but it's a part of life. Yeah, we will be here. I mean, it's been an interesting last almost a year now. It was a year to the date on the 8th. I took a picture of my hand when it was swollen with what we still think may have been blood clots. Uh, yeah, I mean it's been a year, and then the recovering from the leg and everything else. It's been interesting. So it may not have been grief I was going through, maybe not emotional, but physically, definitely.
yeah, yeah. I slept pretty well. Pretty deep sleep last night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you use like binary music or anything to sleep, or can you just not knock off?
So occasionally I'll throw on some noise. What really works for me is like white noise, the fan blowing or something. It's
Okay.
just a whoosh, you know.
Those are the binary musics that I like when it
Hmm.
doesn't have like the occasional note or anything. Because I notice my brain will track it when
Yep.
I hear it. I
Yeah.
just want to hear that one note that goes on forever. You know?
The droning note.
Yeah, yeah.
Make with Mike is waving there,
Mike, what is
and
up?
and
Mike's
Silas.
been a solid regular, and Mike has a channel as well where it's kind of like DIY sort of stuff,
Mhm.
and because we're talking about kind of home improvements on our stuff, so I'm sure he's
Mm.
got content that's going to help out. But Mike's been strong in the comments, the chats, and the support. What's up, Silas? I
What's
think I
going
said that
on,
right.
Silas? Yeah. What's up, Make with Mike? Nice to meet you.
Mike, this is Nathaniel J Burns, Impact athlete and one of the tribe.
Hmm.
Mike says, pray for me. These contractors are charging me a little more and had some delays. Praying it doesn't cost me too much of my budget. And the client is happy. Drywall guys set off alarm today. You're
Oh,
hitting push ups now.
right
What?
on.
Yeah, just kind of, yeah, you kind of got to sweat out the poison, as it were. Yeah, it's that delayed gratification.
Man, that's rough. Yeah. Well, way to get after it. Howdy, Make with Mike. I'm gonna check your YouTube channel out here. I That's the way, man.
What did he say? I want a little.
He says, "I vent a little and then work out." LOL.
Yes, get it out. Get it out. Yep. And this is the place for it. This is the place for it. We've all been through something, and we're all here to do some push-ups and support each other. So, yep. What's up, Harley? Uh, are you doing a 90-day challenge? No, we're just going. So today is day 69, and we're just gonna
Yeah.
keep going. Um,
you, you just
yeah,
met Vincent, I see.
yeah, Harley. But join the channel, subscribe, and just jump in when you can. We got people that come in on a daily. We got people that come in, weekly. But you're welcome to subscribe to the channel. This gentleman right here is Nathaniel J Burns, one of the Impact athletes. So we got some good stuff here. We'd like to have you and join our community.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, Harley. It's the 90-day challenge aspect. It's Vincent. Talks a lot about training. People ask, "What are you training for?"
life,
What are you training for, Vincent?
life.
Training for life. So it's a 90-day challenge. It's a 91-day challenge, 92-day challenge. Like whatever day you're on in your life, it's the challenge to show up right now and do what you can. That's what I understand impact and Vincent's aim is. As someone who's worked out with him many times now, and not enough. Like the 100 push-ups is like minimum for what I understand. It's just do what you can.
Yeah, we're
Just
just
be doing it.
yeah, we just want to set the tone to the day.
Yeah.
Um, whether it's the beginning or the end of it. Mike, you are more than welcome. And 10,000 day challenge. Yeah, it's just gonna keep going. And Harley, some days we'll throw in squats with the push-ups. Some days it's gonna be something just ab related like planks. Um, there's gonna be a mix of things. But again, every day we're gonna be doing something.
Oh, you're killing me because I am injured right now. I can't do the plank position very well, and I don't want to aggravate it, but I can do squats. I should be doing some squats right
Hey, there you go.
now. So
There you go. That,
I'll start my day with those.
that was my summer. Last summer was the summer of squats because I couldn't do anything with my arm or my hand. I was in a sling,
Mm.
and I went to the gym and just said, I'm going to walk it a lot. I'm going to squat a lot. And then once I rejoined the gym, just for that, because I was like, squats are doing so much, but leg extensions, leg curls, leg press, there was things that I could do on the machines that I really just enjoyed. So yeah, when you can't do one thing, if you can do the others, then um, that take advantage.
Oh yeah, man. I remember that you were we didn't get to do impact for a while, but
Yeah,
it's like you're doing what you can. That's what matters. So.
that's it. What it might say, physical strength, mental strength, spiritual strength are the three strong together. We are great. Yep, mind, body, and soul. Absolute. This is what I'm talking about. We say the same things, but it's sometimes just with different verbiage, but it's all the same message. And it's great when you come across people that have that same mindset. You realize how much of that good energy is out there.
Yeah.
Oh, number 8.
Woo.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time.
Nice.
So Bella is a young lady who comes in, um, and will want to do planks and things like that. So I was doing 10 seconds. She's like, I want to do a minute. So we immediately, the stakes got higher immediately. So, but that's the cool part is like
In
people,
between sets, she
what's
wanted a
that?
minute. She wanted a minute in between sets.
No, yeah, she wanted to do the push ups and then a minute plank. So
Okay.
it's great. It's great when you see people pushing themselves
Yeah.
and kind of woke me up. I was like, yeah, I should probably do a minute, but she's not here. So I'm sneaking in 10
Ah,
seconds.
Bella's sleeping in. Gotta show up.
Yeah. Well, she's a student, so she's been reporting some of her grades and things like that. She was saying, you know, she's going to fail her test 96 in history. She
Ooh,
thought
right.
she was going to fail another test 94 in math. Uh, it's like I told her yesterday. I think it was yesterday she was on. She's like, I got to go study because I have science. I know I'm going to fail. I said, I think your idea of like not doing well is like not getting an A, which is cool. Like hold that standard, but I think that you know a C is still passing, but for someone who's driven, it may not seem like I did my best or I did enough. So
Yeah. Well, sounds like she knows her best means more
absolutely,
study time, and she's doing it. I love it.
yeah, yeah.
Bella.
And Jacob is a 10-year old who just recently got. He's been doing the push-ups, and he's the one who put out the short, the video for the
Yeah,
channel.
I saw that.
Uh, and he's been he just received his 2 points for accelerated reading class, things like that. So you get to hear a lot about people outside of just the push-ups, you know.
Oh yeah, great job, Jacob.
Yeah,
That was a cool video too, man. That's a great
it
shout out.
was. Yeah.
I'm using this time to hydrate, breathe deeply. You know, it's a little tough to breathe right now.
Yeah,
But
absolutely. Um, it's one of the well, we've talked about two of the four things I always talk about. How did you rest? Hydration, nutrition, and then the exercise. So it's always one of those things. Like if you can hit those four things, there you go. There you go.
what's up?
My mom sent me home with a big stalk of celery and a green apple yesterday,
Oh boy,
among other things. But those were the foods and coffee grounds.
nice.
Uh, I must say, this has been a more daunting day. Goku, what is up, my friend?
What's up, Goku?
Goku, oh, I think Goku is in Nepal.
Oh
If
wow.
I'm not mistaken, Goku, if I'm wrong, correct me. But so Goku will pop in every once in a while, and it's always good to see people, you know, from other parts of the globe.
So Goku is back. I'm back
Yeah,
here. Okay.
yeah. I think I we hear from Goku probably about weekly.
Okay. Is this your last set?
Yes, sir.
Oh boy. Well, you don't make it look daunting. You make it look easy.
I think that's the power of tens.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. 69 days.
Right.
It's incredible. Much respect.
Well, we got it. We got it done. Oh, Goku, what have you been up to? Hopefully, Mike is able to work with the drywallers the and the contractor. You doing push-ups today, Goku?
Nice.
Excellent. How many are you doing today? Oh, 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 the hips, lower back, that whole posterior chain.
It's power, but you gotta stretch it out.
Yeah.
Tightly coiled, like a spring ready to pounce. Ah.
I made the mistake. I'm a little beat up this morning. I made the mistake of I've got a pair of shoes that are really beat up and
Mm,
flattened out, and the soles are eating away and everything, but they work well on this cobblestone, kind of this tile when I'm doing boxing. So you can kind of turn the foot, and you're a little just more slick.
yeah.
But with that, I can't bounce around much.
Mm.
And I was feeling myself last night, so I'm bouncing around, and it felt just like jogging on sidewalk. And that's never a good combo, especially like for me, it just beats me up. So I'm
Mm.
feeling it in my hips today.
Copy that.
And yeah, normally I'll just kind of flat foot my rounds. I don't do too much bouncing around, but I was feeling good last night. Trying to burn off lunch and dinner from my mom's house.
It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Good, great meal with mom.
Goku, what's going on? You said, huh? What?
He said, I did 40. He said,
Oh, you did 40. Nice,
yeah,
nice.
yeah. 40's a great place to be, man. Just
Man, I'm telling you,
if you can get
absolutely.
40, if you can get 40 in the morning,
Yeah, that's a great jump start to any day.
absolutely.
Goku, what's the goal? Are you going to keep going?
What's life like in Nepal?
Yeah, right.
I'm very curious.
Yeah, this may be part of the worldwide push-ups tour. To start
Yeah.
traveling to various places with impact friendlies.
Hmm.
And
I love that.
wouldn't that be cool?
It'd be so cool. I'd love to meet you guys. All the folks in showing up in the chat.
Yeah. John is the farmer in Idaho,
Mm,
and he was sharing last night how he was recovering from COVID, things like that. Well, how he recovered from COVID.
mm.
Um, Went from 215 to 150. Yeah, I mean it's a massive drop, and
How and what
yeah,
time in what time frame?
yeah. I don't know, but
Is that-
he's growing organics and selling them on his farm. Um, and so he's offered to send funds. He's offered to set up where we can do contests, and some the winner wins a box of fresh fruit or something, or fresh vegetables. I mean, that's some seriously cool
that is cool.
offerings.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Um, but I'm thinking of just like telling our individual stories as well. My last year, even like your recovery from things, or just sharing like stunt school, putting together things that people can watch what it's like to go to stunt school. This man trained in the best stunt school in the world multiple times.
Yeah. It's, it's a great experience. I recommend it. Uh, give it a shot.
Yeah, and then you got to go. It was Transylvania what you got to visit, but where did you actually do the show, the gladiator show?
That was in Alba Iulia, Romania.
Yeah, the things that
Amazing experience.
yeah, the places hard work can take you. You know, because not only I remember, you just getting ready to go, but having to figure out, getting there, learning the language, and then being there, you know, kind of by yourself for the first time. I'm sure you make friends, but
Yeah.
it's still a lot of work just to get there to do more hard work.
Yeah. I never thought of it that way.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, didn't you come back 1 year with a rib injury or back injury?
It's my first year. On my first day at stunt school, I injured myself. So after all of that, uh, just to get there, the first day I hurt my rib. Yeah. So
That has
it's,
to
not,
be,
it's either bruised or cracked or something. I didn't get an X-ray, and I just powered through it. That was like a year to heal. So it was tough, but powered through it, and like like we talked about, when you're injured, do what you can, and so I feel like better prepared to deal with it this time. When the breath was short, I wasn't as anxious about it because I kind of knew what it meant. Like,
right.
I'm this is a really scary feeling to have when you can't get a full breath of air, and
Hmm.
um, like consistently, or the pain, sneezing, laughing, coughing, stuff like that. If you have ever had a rib injury, then you understand. But
Yes.
because it's so scary, like, you've gone through it, you're like, oh, I know what's going on, and so it's less stressful this time, but it still hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, rib injuries, there's nothing like the terror of feeling a sneeze coming on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a horrible place to be.
But
Yeah.
when I was at stunt school, I reached out to my dad. It's like, hey, what do you think? You ever had a rib injury? He's like, ibuprofen and go for it. He's like, just show up, and that's I think my one of my coaches said this amazing thing. Stark Industries says, "Hello, sir." Hello, Stark
Stark,
Industries.
what's up? Stark comes to us from just outside of Berlin.
Oh, awesome. I do not sprechen Sie Deutsch, but uh, I would like to learn more German.
Right.
uh, but yeah, the so like the day after I injured myself, on day 2 of stunt school, the coordinator comes out, and we're all having breakfast or lunch or dinner or whatever. Can't remember which meal it was. And he's like, a lot of you have been coming to me. He said, I've got some injuries. This hurts. This hurts. And he says, welcome to stunts.
Yeah.
And from then it was like, I'm not the only one injured. Some people went to the hospital, people breaking toes and stuff. Like,
Wow.
on day one, it's just, it's hard work, and it's hard on the body, but you either enjoy that, and you're driven by that, like, or you're like, this isn't for me. So I found out day one it was for me.
Stark says, yeah, he's from Germany, and yeah, the sentence is Sprache nicht
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 Deutsch.
Deutsch.
Yeah, it means I don't understand. I don't speak German, I think.
Habe
Habe
ich
ich verstanden. Nice.
Nice.
I don't know what hobby. I know
Yeah.
eek is I, right?
Eek. Eek. I don't know. It's a very
It's like
um
I am.
yes, but Stark is good for translating. We had somebody from Russia the other day
Mm.
dropped a comment in, and before I could even ask what it meant, Stark had already looked it up.
Oh,
So, but Stark is also on the Instagram page, um,
nice.
and has sent some stuff in, showed a lot of love. Stark, thank you for all the love, the likes on the reels and everything. Ab ik verstanden.
I think he's saying that he understood my German.
Sehr gut. That's my contribution.
Well, Dankeschön for the language lesson this morning.
Yeah,
And are you a polyglot, Stark?
yeah. When we have Duolingo live, when you have people that actually speak it.
Yeah, it's the best way. I
But
think
he's I
I.
thought of you. I thought of you when he was telling me about one of his breakfast beginnings where he'll toast his oats. Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's like that sounds really good. Uh, some of the prior chats, he's really dropped a lot of knowledge on his eating and things like that, and
Toasted
just
oats.
trying different things.
Mhm.
And then John, have you ever heard of the tuna and orange juice smoothie?
That one's not showing up for me.
No, John's not in the chat right now.
Oh,
John has asked, and that blew my mind. I had never heard of that combination.
uh, no, nor have I.
So that's
Don't want to yuck anybody's yum, but that's not for me.
yeah, well, the tuna itself, but just like that's a wild combination. But he says the orange juice kills the tuna flavor, and then it's I guess it's just something that's like high protein. Okay, here we go. Stark says toasted oats with some melted chocolate and low fat yogurt is king. That's what it was.
Okay.
The toasted oats.
Is this a porridge or are they kind of drier oats, like a granola?
I think he's toasting it in like a pan, just dry,
Hmm.
just to brown it up some, and then doing the other portions to it.
Yeah, but are you adding? Are you like adding liquid to the oats to make them a porridge, or is it just keeping them
Oh, in the
toasted oats,
aftermath,
like
or
toasted
you
oats,
just
like a granola style?
maybe the yogurt is the liquid,
Mm,
or well, I guess it's more yogurt a liquid or solid
that's definitely liquidy,
liquidy.
liquidish.
Yeah, yeah, it's the cousin of liquid.
Yeah, okay, that's the liquid.
You put them in
Okay,
yogurt, that's the liquid. There you go. There you go.
nice.
Yeah, that I could see that easily. It sounds like a parfait.
Some people out here working for the breakfast. I got an apple. I'm just gonna eat that.
Ugh. Yeah, I've got maybe a shake to make, but I have to work
I
a couple hours. Yeah, but kind of on early days, I'd bounce on. Okay, do I want to eat before I go in? Yeah,
right.
like
Yeah,
some days I'll just go in on maybe a bite of something, but I don't like eating heavy at work either. Uh, I don't know. It just seems to either slow me down or I just yeah, like I'll just endure the day.
fasted. You mean?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes I'll fast through it, or sometimes it'll just be like I'll take a couple um, small oranges, like the minis or the cuties, whatever they call them,
Yeah.
and I'll just have something like that. But I've always got trail mix in the car.
Mm.
Stark says it's delicious. I also add some blueberries on top of the yogurt. Oh, boy, yes. You
Mm.
can also sprinkle some dried coconut flakes over it. This man's onto something.
Stop. Stop that. They make me hungry.
Right?
I have to like do some work, toast some oats.
Yeah,
Talk about motivation.
right.
It does sound delicious, especially the blueberries. I'm a fan. The antioxidants are
Yeah.
on point. They're just such a great thing to eat.
I put blueberries just in my salad. If I'm just doing, I did a garden salad a couple nights ago, and yeah, blueberries go right in the mix.
Nice.
He eats it every day for breakfast. Nice.
There's consistency.
Yeah, and it sounds like a quick fix. Freak Out Tent says, I just ate a brownie. Nice.
Right on.
Nice. I'm not mad at that.
Not
I'm
at
not
all.
mad. I might be a little envious, but I'm not mad at it.
You know, enjoy that brownie, man.
Exactly. I just ate 100 milligrams of push ups.
Ready and
Okay,
under.
yeah. Breakfast is ready in under 10 minutes at Stark's house.
You know what's great about eating the same thing every day is, for your macros, you can dial it in, and if you're eating, you know, whether you do it for your entire life or you're doing it to understand your body and how it's reacting to the food you're eating and the things that you're doing moving is, if you eat the same stuff regularly, then you can say, oh, well, my weight is going up or it's going down, or my strength is going up or it's going down. And you can identify if you need to up your caloric intake or reduce it a little bit.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah, you're not all over the place. Yeah.
good.
That's strategic eating. That's really, yeah.
Yeah, you can do that for a short time. Um, just to kind of check in with yourself and see how your food is treating you, basically. Um, and you don't have to count every single calorie because you calculated, you know, for what you're eating every day, or
Yeah.
don't even calculate. Just how do you feel? And if you're eating the same stuff, it makes me feel
Correct.
good, or I need a little something different. So,
Absolutely. What did Stark say?
afterwards, I drink a quick espresso, and then I ready for the whole day, no matter what comes.
That sounds like you put yourself in the right mindset. You have the breakfast you want, get a little quick drink of espresso, face the day. Freak Out Tent subscribed. Why I am still able.
Do you mean while you're still able to
Yeah, you'd always
subscribe?
be able to. You'd always be able to. We
Yeah.
like humor. We like, yeah, that would have never I never understood like when people just start blocking people for stuff. You know, yeah, you come in, eat the brownie, man. Like it's all good. It's all
Yeah.
good.
What's going on, Freak Out Tent? What kind of brownie did you eat? Is that
Yeah,
a
that's the
protein brownie?
that's the question. Did it come from a dispensary brownie?
Did you make said brownie?
Yes. What kind of brownie? And what part of the world are you in?
Yeah.
Freak out.
Stark says a happy life, in my opinion, is all about enjoy the little things.
Absolutely. Yeah. From espresso to a brownie, that like I agree wholeheartedly. You got to have those small, small happy releases. Berkeley, nice.
Right on. I'm originally from California too.
Yes, Nathaniel's a SoCal man. Where is Berkeley in comparison? Is that a little north?
Yeah, it's like San Francisco ish.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Freak out tent.
I think I've driven through Berkeley.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was kind of around LA, but I
Well, it's
could be
morning.
wrong.
It's morning time for freak out.
San Francisco Bay. You
Yeah.
were right, sir.
The That's home of the early punk scene, Berkeley.
Nice.
Yeah. What was the venue out there that all the bands were always playing
I have no idea.
at?
Freak out. Are you doing any workout regimens? What's on your agenda? And we appreciate the subscribe.
Gilman Street. Yeah, that's the one.
Nice.
How'd you find Impact? Is this your first time here, Freak Out? Yeah, we had a place like Gilman back home. Scrolling.
Scrolling. Hey. Well, you're here for a reason, so welcome. And again, welcome to the tribe.
Yeah.
It's all it's all a mix of different people just coming in.
Don't scroll away. Get those push-ups in. Do you do push-ups, Freak Out? Mm. Well, I feel like I need to get started. I drank my liter of water pretty quick. Oh, you're a walker. Freak Out says
Nice.
I'm a walker. Which beard? Like we both got.
No, no, hey, it's yours all day. Stark says, "Brother, I wish I had a beard like yours." Yeah, that is strong beard, sir.
Oh.
That's right. That's right. Flex that thing. Freak out. What kind of walking? Just casual walking? Do you walk distance? You hike? Um, any particular thing? Do you do stuff while you're walking? And Stark, my question for you is: tomorrow here is Mother's Day. Is there a day such like that in Germany?
Let's see. I'm gonna start getting these squats in.
Oh, there we go. Freak out said distance and inclines. Yes, nice work. Yeah, a good walk is is so good. Mother's Day is tomorrow. Wow.
So everybody's got Mother's Day.
Yeah, I didn't wasn't sure if that was an international thing or if it's just amongst particulars. That's very cool. That's very cool. So you're gonna have a busy day tomorrow. Guys, if you didn't do the push-ups and you want to join in some squats with Nathaniel, by all means. We appreciate the likes as well. Are you doing tens of 10? 10 tens?
And yeah,
Woo.
yeah. This push up. This I'm on my car right now, but this is really challenging position to be in.
Yeah.
Big juicy elk steaks. Au contraire, mon frère.
Yeah. So Stark, Nathaniel on Impact, is his moniker is the vegan athlete. So this man grew that out of leafy greens and bamboo stalks. He's a living panda bear.
It's true.
I think there's a misnomer. I mean, because you see Nathaniel's a sizable man, powerful, but all vegan for how many years now? It's been over a decade?
10 years. No, and
14?
yeah, 14.
Yeah. But you've maintained size and strength. And I can attest because I work out with you in person.
Oh yeah. I gotta get some rocks.
The 10 stone. So, guys, what Nathaniel's doing is he's got probably some rocks in his front yard, some landscape. So he's putting a rock down for each set that he does. There you go. That's it. Put a rock down for each set. That way you can keep count. It's one of the staples of what we do when we're out at the park or working out anywhere. Grab some sticks from a tree, something to keep count. Because there's a point a lot of times fatigue sets in, and you start to lose it a little bit, and fatigue can cause amnesia. And so you don't want to get to like set 7 or 8 or something and completely forget and either cut yourself short or do way too many more. I'm always for doing more if you're not sure, but
They're warming up a little bit.
Stark says, "Okay, I think I did something wrong. I did mess up big time because my beard didn't grow like this and I eat meat."
Gotta get your leafy greens in.
Yeah, well, and not only does Nathaniel have that beard, but he's got that gorgeous salad up top too. There's a full man bun that you're not seeing. Yeah. So whatever it is that this man's been a part of, he's definitely kept those nutrients growing out of his face and scalp. That is fantastic. I think I'm doing something wrong too. Mine doesn't seem to grow anymore.
Yeah, it's it used to be longer. It used to be down to here.
That's that's crazy.
I don't want to keep you guys too long, so
No, keep going. We're here for it. We're here for it. We've been blessed with a lot of likes today as well.
man, nothing feels good as getting those rocks and moving them one side. It's a feeling. Hey, yeah, thanks for the 12. You know, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's it's a larger number than usual. So yeah, definitely grateful for that. Uh, I wanted to go back and ask Freakout what kind of like walking it is. I
Oh,
know you said distance and incline,
yeah.
but are there any things that get mixed in there as well, or is it just strictly the walk? And how long the walks are, as far as time frames and things like that. because that sounds pretty involved. Like that, when you say distance and incline, that doesn't sound like a casual walker. That sounds like somebody who's really putting in some time and effort. Nice. I can feel that burn from here.
Better than a cup of coffee right there.
Yeah.
And my whole hip is just bruised, like right there,
Yeah.
and around.
Stunt work will do that, but that's a testament to their craft because when we see it in TV shows and movies and things like that, um, it looks effortless. So we often underestimate what goes through that.
Yeah, I think people, you talking about a lot about consistency lately, and you know that's the thing. I was doing stunt coordinating on this short film, and they're like, "Oh, this doesn't look hard." It's like it's not hard, but you have to do it 100 times, and do the same. And that's like you got to do it consistently.
Yeah. Stark says so, brothers. I have to go now. Have a nice day, both. I have to go meet wifey and get my daughter some free comics. There you go. Because today in Germany is Free Comic Day. You get a bunch of free comic magazines today. That's awesome. That's super cool. That is super cool. Well, have a fantastic day. Enjoy the day with the family. And we will hopefully catch you tomorrow if you're able to pop in for Mother's Day before the day starts. But in Germany, it's in the afternoon. So your day might already be underway. Freak Out Tent. We have beautiful hills here to wander. Berkeley has more different kinds of plants and trees than anywhere in the world. Nice.
Yeah, I love California. Biodiversity is amazing. So many plants. Like when I go back home, I'm just looking around like I don't remember like so many new different plants. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful walks out there for sure. Freak out.
Berkeley sounds like a road trip to go and walk some of the hills.
Yeah, we'll meet up with Freak Out.
That would be that could kick things off, like be able just to do like simple road trips and then work our way out from where we're at slowly further out and end up in Berlin with Stark.
Yeah, got to get back to those.
Wouldn't it? That'd be
Hmm?
that might be it. That might be the formula.
I
And we got a drone guy.
I do the drone. Yeah,
Yes. Got bring
rock
the drone. Just bring a couple clip on cameras, invest in some GoPros,
Freak Out
and,
said always
make it a thing. Always smells like rock concert here.
even out.
that's it does here too. I got neighbors who partake frequently.
Oh yeah, I see. That's what you mean.
I'm guessing that's what it meant, but
Whoosh.
nice work. Welcome people. This is day 69 of doing the 100 push-ups, but I did the push-ups, and Nathaniel J Burns has decided to do his squats. So
I
we're here for it.
squats right. I can't do push-ups right now, so I can't sit by idly and do nothing.
Right. We're doing, yeah, we got to do something. Oh, beautiful morning, though. Freak out. Enjoy your day as well. Thank you for stopping by. And thank you for the subscription. And hopefully, we'll see you soon in some of the chats. We're here every morning doing the push ups and whatever other exercise we might get into. So, have a fantastic day.
Injured right now, so I can't do the push-ups. So, but I'll be back on that push-up train. Nice to meet you, freak out.
Yeah, absolutely. How cool is that? And again, getting a lot of love on these likes, guys. It helps. It helps build the channel every little bit. And cool part is they're free. Nice work.
That was
Nice.
at least 10, probably 11. But I tell you what, nothing feels like that.
Woo, the 10 stone. Was
Yeah,
that 10 already?
yeah, that's 11.
That's crazy. That went quickly.
Yeah, I took not much rest in between. Still
I
breathing a
I
little heavy.
I noticed. Good circulation, good circulatory, good respiratory, muscular.
So enjoy your day, freak out.
Yeah, for sure. And just like that, we've eclipsed an hour.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Well, I'm sitting at a little less because I was late to the party, but
that is okay. Are you gonna keep going?
more squats.
Yeah. Or are you just shaking it out?
I'm just shaking it out.
Oh, I was like, this man is on a different scale at that point.
Hmm. Well, weren't you doing 200 squats?
Right.
Yeah. This is I'm happy to ease my way back into it all because it's pretty traumatic event.
Absolutely. Yeah. Anytime there's an injury, that's a hard thing to bounce back from. The psyche, not just the physical. Ooh. Now, just trying to stretch and move things. Yeah,
That's
I'll start. I'll
push-ups.
start here, and then where do I go? I'll go here. So now I've got them back, and then two swans. And as long as I'm keeping that pressure, like these knuckles together, then I'm feeling that stretch in different areas. And the closer my elbows get, the more I feel the tension, the stretch.
The hands did come apart to make the elbows touch, though.
Yeah, yeah. I don't get it down every day, every time either.
You touch your shoulder. You can. That's great. I can't do
No, I didn't. I don't know. When you showed me, wait, can I? But yeah,
it. Oh, I can touch this one. Just a
is that
little.
just tight shoulders?
I don't know what it is, but it's like just it won't touch.
That's wicked. I never even thought of that. That's interesting.
Well, everybody is different and unique.
Right, and by the time you hit certain stages, I even by the age of 20, we've gone through different traumas, injuries. Like there's so many different things that shape where our body continues to grow. It's
Mm.
like tree branches.
And some of them get cut off,
Yep.
reduced, or shaped by the sun towards the sun.
Yeah. This was fantastic and always helps set the tone for my day. When I get, especially going into work, I want to feel kind of energized going in.
Well, having a routine is really helpful. Um, Even though I despise routine, like I, I I rebel against my own good routines, you know. But that's where consistency comes in.
Yeah.
Those are great moves to unlock
Feels
the
good. Feels
back.
good just to kind of twist and yeah, kind it. Well, I was just doing shoulders, but then I was like, okay, I can turn this into a rolling block. Remember the old upper, inner, outer, lower blocks from martial arts? So just being a little more fluid.
100%.
All right. What is on your agenda for the day, sir?
Oh boy. uh, Paperwork. A lot of pushing paper today. Um, but no no gig.
No gigs?
No gig today.
Well, the rest will work.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's that way. It's not an overload of like doing like paperwork can be exhausting itself.
Reluctant.
Hey, Reluctant Gamer is here and dropping the daily news to like and subscribe to comment. Thank you so much. Reluctant Gamer comes in with just great energy every time, dropping the like and subscribe. How are you today? This is Nathaniel J Burns, vegan athlete and
Gamer.
an Impact regular in real time.
I guess I could do something. Just gotta be careful.
Nice. Great to hear from you. There we go. You got nice beard again.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Grew up myself.
And Reluctant is in the UK, if I'm not mistaken.
Hello, mate.
Gamer, do you have Mother's Day tomorrow? We were talking to Stark earlier. Stark's in Germany. They have Mother's Day tomorrow. And I really didn't realize that that was an international thing. Or is it? Is it just certain countries?
I feel like a lot of holidays are made up by companies to sell more stuff. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that's
Yeah.
very American.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, Valentine's Day being one of them. That's our prime example of a manufactured day. We were talking about KFC the other day between Stark, I want to say Gamer, and then Rory. We had three, and then John. So we had Germany, New Zealand, the UK, and USA talking about the different prices and sizes for like KFC buckets. And it's just interesting to hear like how things are different but similar. So now, yeah, Mother's Day has me curious. Theirs is March 15th. So there you have it. They have one, but it's not the same day. I will be right back.
interesting.
Right.
March 15th. Well, do you work out? You join in on the push-ups, Reluctant Gamer? You checked out any of the other content on Impact Athletics Association channel? I'd like to go to England. I almost did. I had a flight to France, and I was like, oh, maybe I could stay over in London, but my flight got switched. How long you been subscribed? 20 push-ups a day, few squats, dumbbells. Only started last week. Oh, well, that's great, man.
That's it. Yeah,
Amazing.
it is. It's really cool to see people coming at.
Yeah, dude. 20 push-ups a day. If you just started last week, that's commitment right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
1 month subscriber. Amazing. Oh, so this is the story behind the comments. 1 month subscriber only started doing push-ups a couple weeks, a week ago. Sounds like you got inspired. that's
Yeah,
it's, uh,
yeah, and
that's
that's the cool part. Like some people just drop in and show the support, and then it turns into something else. So same thing like with Reluctant. I always tell people like if you have content on your channels, I try to go back and look at people's channels and things like that. I don't try to cyber stalk, but if you have things that you want to share, for sure, let us know, and that way you can drop your link in the chat. I'm not above people promoting their product as well. They're supporting this one, so by all means. Um,
where
100% motivates people. Thank you. And the motivation is reciprocal. I'm motivated when I see people in the chats and returning on a regular basis, and when I look at the analytics to see that number of returning viewers is growing. So it's pretty cool.
100%. Yeah, motivation goes both ways.
Yeah. And gamer Southwest in U.S.
It's how hot is it today? Yeah, that doesn't show.
I try not to look.
I think it's going to be in triple digits today.
um, Gamer, I've been working out eesh, almost the entirety of my life. I can remember like my first introduction, like we had PE as kids that you go into, but outside of that, I can remember one of the older kids in the neighborhood. He had a bench press in his garage, and when I was in third grade, I bench pressed 65 pounds.
What? Third grade?
Yeah, sounds like folklore, but yeah,
Year old Vincent pushing 65 pounds of iron. Huh?
yeah, that was like I don't even know if I weighed 65 pounds,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was one of those old rickety ones, uh, old bench presses with the plastic covered cement weights that eventually erode and things like that.
Concrete in plastic.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
was I d- I didn't know. You're just in there goofing around. The older kids would always make us do things like we would have to wrestle each other like for their entertainment. Uh, so and, that's just part of growing up at that time.
I think so.
But so yeah, at the long end, being north of 40, I mean, easily 25 years, easily.
Yeah.
Because then your first real workouts are like PE. Once you get to high school,
Yeah.
where you are doing stuff. You get to go to the weight room. You got to run the mile. Like that was my first like real introduction to fitness on a consistent basis.
Well, and don't let Vincent's time in discourage you by any stretch. Like if you're just starting right now, you're gonna go far in a short amount of time if you
Absolutely.
stay consistent. You're gonna propel your fitness and wellness far ahead of what you could imagine if you just
Right.
stay consistent.
Yeah, absolutely. He's absolutely right. And that's kind of what it's like going to a doctor, a lawyer, any sort of person who's been doing something for a long amount of time. All that they're doing is imparting, what they know, experience, wisdom, things like that. And so we're at different levels. Where everybody's at different levels, good, bad, and different. So all we're doing here is just coming together. It's like a potluck. Nathaniel can cook way better than I can, but I can still bring a dish to it.
Yeah, just compete with yourself yesterday, or 5 minutes ago, even.
Yeah,
Oh,
PE here in the UK. We also had gym in our PE class. Yeah, he was good at the treadmill. There you go. Stamina.
yeah. Running was always my enemy,
It
but
still is mine.
yeah, it, I do it. I do it reluctantly, but uh, uh, I've learned to do it better and enjoy it more, even when I do it. So yeah, I could be more consistent with running.
Absolutely.
You-
Absolutely. I think I have to learn what I had to learn was jogging and running are different things. And you can't run at a jog distance, if that makes sense. Like I was putting way too much effort. I wasn't being efficient. Like you see distance runners, the arms carry a little lower. It's not a full swing. I'm very used to explosive sign or athletic movements. Not that distance running isn't, but it's just different. And I think I was just beating myself up too much, running hard.
yeah,
I had to learn how to be a little softer with my landings, things like that. Uh, have you seen Adis-
I just
Adis- Adesanya, Sanya, going training with that guy David Goggins? No, I hear a lot about David Goggins, but I've never really followed in. But I know he's done some wonders for people to get them motivated and get them going. I believe he was David Goggins the Navy SEAL
yeah.
or something very elite in the military. And now he's motivational speaker. And yeah, I see a lot of his workouts where he's like running and talking to the camera and things like that, which I think that's awesome. David Goggins, next level. Yeah, there we go. Does he also write books and do TED Talks and stuff like that, or is it just his content online?
40 miles running at one time.
David Goggins. Wow, that's superb.
That is a long run, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Shoot. Is that doing the or is that?
yeah. No, that would definitely be carry the arms low, low impact, probably not a lot of knee lift.
Oh, excuse me. I have to say hi to this dog.
Okay,
How you guys doing? Good.
Nathaniel is a lover of dogs.
How you doing?
Gamer, I'm really happy to hear that you're starting out on stuff, and I use 20-pound dumbbells are plenty, plenty. You don't need a lot more than that. Start light, and you can even start lighter than 20s if they're adjustable. There's things that I'll do where I'm using like fives. It's not that I don't focus on like the number or the pounds or anything. It's more like what's going to feel good, and not put me in a state of potential injury. David Goggins ran 205 miles in 39 hours nonstop on a 1 mile track. That's crazy. That is crazy.
205 miles. 39 hours.
Screen. There we
What?
go. Yeah, so he's saying David Goggins ran 205 miles in 39 hours nonstop on a 1 mile track. I know some people that wouldn't drive 205 miles at one time.
Yeah. That
Uh,
that's. I mean, that's verified. That's good. That is insane.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, there's got to be some sort of world record to just running for 39 hours straight.
But
Yeah,
here's the thing about that. Like, I think, I mean, I've seen some David Goggins content. You know, I can't claim to know the guy, but um, he's an exceptionally driven uh, in a unique way, right? And what I wouldn't say that's training for life. I feel like I feel like that's chasing demons. You know what I mean? Like that's insane.
yeah.
Yeah, handstand man says it's hard.
Handstand, what's up?
What's real? Yeah,
What is up, handstand? I Man, I would just think that the toll that would take on the body and your mind to be 39 hours in movement, just being up for 39 hours would be a task.
yeah. Taking a break
Hand,
from work.
handstand, and this is Nathaniel J Burns, by the way. Handstand man has some awesome content of just being able to do handstands in various places. It's really good stuff.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
Reluctant says his bones were broke after. Yeah, I would imagine. Like that's crazy. Um, and to Nathaniel's point, boy, that's beyond training for life. That's outside of my scope. Um, but a handstand, we're taking. We did the 100 push-ups. Today was day 69. And then Nathaniel, he's recovering. He's a stunt man. He's got some bruised ribs and stuff going on. So he did 100 squats, 10 sets of 10. I can't even do handstands. Reluctant, if you get a chance to check out handstand as well, check him out. Because,
Handstand.
yeah, I can do handstand for about half a second. It's like where a very slow cartwheel before I start teetering over.
Handstand man. I'm gonna have to check out your channel. I love doing handstands and still trying to get mine solid. But if you are a handstand fan, handstand man, you got to check out Mazen Movement. He's a great coach. I got to meet him.
Nice.
Reluctant gamer says I do headstand 30 seconds. When I was 6 years age, I could do 4 minutes handstand.
Yeah.
Dang.
The headstand is kind
Headstand.
of where you start.
Yeah.
Nathaniel, can
That,
you drop in the link or handstand? Are you on Instagram or anything where he can message that to you? Because I YouTube took away the messaging, didn't they?
handstands are too hard, says Reluctant Gamer.
Yeah, frog stand. So I was going to ask you about that. Do you start? Was your start with kind of like the yoga stuff, starting with uh, in this in this capacity? Did you start with something like the crane? So Nathaniel, Handstand is asking to get him that information. Can you type in the chat right now?
I can't type in the chat.
Hmm.
Are you able to type in the chat?
I'm gonna have to go inside to type in the chat. So give me just 1 second.
How do you do that? Oh yeah, handstands are easy to learn to do the wrong way. Um, but I mean, really, how wrong is it? Like if you're doing handstands and you're trying, so long as you're, bailing out safely when you can't hold it, I think being upside down is always good. Uh, it's good for you. It just, I went to a field and just jumped into it. Yeah, that's the way. I got some videos of me failing handstands on my Instagram, and there's so many more that I just haven't posted. But yeah,
Failing
I'm getting pretty
handstands.
good at it. But of course, now I'm injured, so now I'm gonna have to relearn it again when I'm feeling a little better. Handstand Man says, I have wrong form for sure because I learned wrong, but I can hold long at least. I feel my form works my shoulders more. Yeah, I mean, I think if you have that knowledge about yourself and your body while you're upside down, you can fix it. Because there's different places that we move. Up top here or whatever. All the shoulders, the neck, the back, the hips, and the legs. And if you can kind of align yourself, um, using a wall to start so that you get the correct alignment. I you know, I think that you'll be fine. If you're already able to hold the handstand, it's just tweaking. Just a little minor adjustments.
All right. What was the information you were passing on? I'm gonna try to put it in the chat.
Oh, for handstand man,
Yeah.
that's Mazen movement. Mazen movement is a friend of mine, and he has
Okay.
a handstand course. Uh, he's a good dude. He just had a baby, he and his wife,
Nice. Nice.
and he's got a pen.
All right. I put it in there for you, handstand man. Reluctant Gamer says subscribe and comment, like as well. Absolutely.
Thank you, reluctant gamer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's got like a school SKOOL too. Check it out. Um,
Nice. Um,
he's a
yeah.
great coach. He's like a 500-hour registered yoga teacher. I'm a 200-hour registered yoga teacher.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
But 500 hours is insane, and he's got more credentials or whatever. The guy's he's a sweetheart. He's a real nice guy, and he's patient, and like I think he's got good information for people who want to unlock their handstand and more.
That's
Uh,
really cool. Yeah, when you think about how, yeah, people can pass that on.
just like what you do, gotta gotta give props where it's due, man.
Appreciate it.
You're a
Appreciate
uh, huge reason why I got back into fitness. I remember sitting at the hospital, and I was like, I can't remember how I found out about Impact. Maybe you told me about it, um, or I
Well,
just
I
friended
think
you
it was because I
online.
was always doing push-ups in my room.
Oh,
Bella,
Bella in the house.
Bella, what are you doing? How are you today?
Yeah, Ido Portal. He's the animal movements, good stuff.
Oh,
Uh,
that's right. That's right.
Handstand Man says, "Sweet, appreciate that a lot. I love Ido Portal's channel. Yeah, yeah, he's got some great movements to unlock animal style movements and things like that." Bella says, "Hey, I'm good. How are you?" I think she's talking to you, Vincent.
Yes. Life is a blessing, Bella. How's school and how did your science test go? I'm always interested in how her scholastics are going.
Absolutely. Oh, someone's like, we're getting hearts and party favors in the
Get the
chat.
love, yep.
Hey, thanks for the love.
See, I knew it. I knew it. 95% for Bella, two claps.
Killing
Nice.
it.
Nice. Handstand, I'm really glad as well. And this is cool, like when we can cross our channels and things like that. So I'm not sure where you're at, but one of the also put on the name Mr. Stuntman. Yes, I will. I'm gonna pull up his info right now, and I'll put Nathaniel yours in the link as well.
Mm.
So that way they can find you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, for sure.
I need to post more stuff. I got so many videos. Just
Yeah, we've been waiting for. Yeah, when's that gonna drop?
yeah, I think I'm gonna ease back into it with these 100 push-ups, and it's gonna be squats for a little while, but do what I can.
Yeah, guys.
Handstand, man.
Nathaniel is a stuntman, director, producer, man of many trades. So definitely check out his work. Handstand Man is in Canada, so as crazy as it is, our goal at some point is going to be to put the put ourselves out and do this in other areas, like go travel. So hopefully, it's something that we can make our way up north uh, and be able to do that. So we would love to see people where we can connect and be with friendly locals when we get there. Bella says she's gonna go do push-ups. Be right back. How savage is that?
Thumbs up to that. Way to
Yeah,
go,
Handstand
Bella.
Man had some really cool stuff. I saw some stuff doing it looked like it was in an alley or something like that where you had some pallets behind you doing the handstands, but looked like the legs were like really far bent back. Like it's really impressive stuff.
Wow.
It's really impressive to see.
Got to live up to that name, handstand man.
Yeah, and it's a lot of really good content.
Ooh,
If there's
looking
any
forward to
stuff
checking it out.
your bad form, hey, it's strength in its own, and self education. I'm all for that. Sometimes we can correct, from that point, but if there's ever content that you would like to share, swap across channels just to help cross promote, I'm all for it. If not, that's also cool too because you have a whole brand and a whole thing yourself. So that is awesome. And he's got a great channel. But I did
Still,
drop Nathaniel J Burns up in there. I will drop it again. Wow.
thank you.
Yeah, for sure. For
So you
sure, for sure.
sometimes it's harder to hold the incorrect form, handstand man. You might be working harder than you need to. um, and then handstand man says, "I am a tall guy, so I have to say my legs for sag my legs for a longer stand." Yeah.
Mm,
Well, see, the fact that you're aware of how you're moving your body, holding yourself to get longer uh, upside down, like you're, I can already tell you're already on your way. uh, probably have more more experience in handstands than I do.
said
Energy distribution is.
energy distribution for sure.
Yeah, yeah, you got it. Uh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm just playing around with stuff. I'm seeing where I can pin messages and do some other stuff. He started at
Handstand.
30, so pretty late to the game.
Okay.
And here you are, and here you are crushing it on social media and with the handstands.
Love it. Where in Canada are you? It's a big place, but I know everybody in Canada lives in like two little places, even though it's huge. You had a lazy life. Handstand Man said, I had a lazy life.
Toronto.
Okay. Parlez-vous le français?
Good.
Constamment?
Nice. Bella's back. Bella, how many did
Woo!
you knock out? Everyone lives in Toronto.
Yeah. Because like Canada's huge, but it's only have like people only live in a few places, you know.
Bella, don't give me only 20. You see me only doing 10, so you're doubling up. And I was telling Nathaniel about the minute planks.
Yeah, Bella going hard, man.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Challenging Vincent. I want to see 1 minute planks between those 10 push-ups.
Yeah, it was yeah, she's definitely on her way, that's for sure. Um Handstand Man says he can say yes or no in French enough to get by. Fair
Oui,
enough.
oui,
Yeah, what is no?
non,
That's it?
oui.
Well played. Well played.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
Nathaniel's been studying French because he's been going to France and training at I don't what is it the CUC University?
Campus Universe Cascade, CUC.
There we go.
Which is a very interesting hat to wear around in public, but
Yeah, the cuck hat.
I get questions.
Yeah. Oh, nice. They tried to
I'm
teach.
like, it's French.
Oh, it didn't. Teaching French in high school didn't take. French here in the States wasn't. It was like there was a specific amount of students. Like it seemed like everybody took Spanish, but the French kids were a little different.
100%.
Yeah. Bella says her teacher said she can skip the next grade, but you don't want to. What grade are you?
Oh,
Where were you going to skip to? That's whew, that's a huge compliment. It speaks to your ability. Yeah. If Bella's skipping grades, that's fantastic.
I feel like Bella also has unlocked her consistency with studying, not just innate talent.
Right. Right. Handstand Man says skip the grade and take a year off. School is a waste of time.
Well,
I think
definitely
at
understand that
what
sentiment, but I think it's different for everybody.
well, and what level school are we talking about? I don't know what grade Bella's in.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. School is good for education, but it doesn't have to take long, especially post high school. That you when you have to take the prerequisites for other things. Bella's in seventh grade and doing 20 push-ups and minute
Woo!
planks. Not
Wow.
only that, but she's smashing these tests. Not once has this athlete reported anything less than 94% on a test. Um, yeah, I know, handstand
Incredible.
man, that is crazy.
Way to go, Bella.
Whew,
What
that
what
is
what anybody does that.
right. That this is the embodiment of HWPO because I've there's been times Bella's been in the chat, says I'll be right back. I got to study a little bit, and then comes back, just does the push up, like staying consistent. So shout out to you, Bella, for that. That is fantastic.
Kudos.
That's amazing.
Good job.
No, I didn't do that. Not even close. I think they gave me my high school diploma so I wouldn't come back. It was a Rodney Dangerfield. Like, Yeah, Bella's on her way to be president. Yeah,
Gonna
world president. That is, oh man, that is awesome, Bella. So you don't, but you don't want to. What are your thoughts on that? How come you don't feel like doing it? Is it the social aspect? Like that's the one thing I could see is the social aspect. Then you're getting around kids that are there's that age jump. Hand Sandman says New World Order, Bella's way. Let me
I'd give
grab
it a
some.
try.
Yeah, I would think you could always go back if they were seeing you weren't liking it.
Yeah, it's a big jump from um, however old you are in seventh grade to ninth grade. That makes sense.
I'm not trying to be in a grade with 16 to 17-year-olds. Exactly. Yeah, I could see that. Hand Man says, I think all the time I wish I could go back to that age and change my life.
And do
It
what
didn't,
Bella's doing.
right. Hand Man didn't start until he was old. Well, Bella, I completely understand. I get that. And those ages, teenagers and things like that, can be extremely mean. And I'm not saying you, Bella. Talking about when you see kids younger than you and things like that. Teenagers can be an unsavory group at times. So I completely understand. It's I wonder, is there a way that you can get the curriculum without having to be in their presence? Like, could they just send you the work of ninth grade, um, but without having to actually be in there? I think that that's one thing schools don't consider when they put kids in accelerated classes.
Mm.
That's too bad because it sounds like you were ready for the work, um, uh, being able
Here-
to do the actual work.
Here's the thing, if you can crush your seventh grade stuff and it doesn't take you into the night to do all your homework, then you've got all that time to better yourself and your knowledge and your education in other ways. There's so many resources available nowadays, like on the internet, uh, or even just going to the library, or going to a college like a community college, just checking things out. There's so much that you can do to propel your life forward, or even relax, just using that time to
I'm,
take care of yourself, do more push-ups,
I,
meditate, read books, enjoy life, like have
I'm kind,
fun
I,
with friends.
I'm kind of agreeing. Like being able to, like, if you can come home and knock out your work and it's the work that they've assigned you. Yeah, extra is always nice, the accelerated, but man, if you can enjoy your life as well, because a lot of these kids are getting stressed way too early and way too far beyond their comprehension because of the amount of work that they're having to take on. So there's something to be said if you can breeze through it. Your GPA stays high. I know accelerated classes look better on a resume, but um, how much are we really trying to do? I think it's going to be individual each time and what her goals are. Gamer, I think Nathaniel has an orange. No, he has an apple, and I have a small orange. The one's called Cuties. Yeah, yeah, you can't go wrong with fruit. Even when sometimes you get not like a good piece of fruit, but nevertheless it's still fruit. It's like Tangerines, yeah, absolutely. Oranges, tangerines, all that stuff. Bella said my mom's been taking me to drive today. I got my permit a week ago. Yo, nice, nice. That is fantastic. And Handstand Man says, yeah, a lot of fruit ain't even real these days, unfortunately. Um, Bella, that's awesome. You are on your way. Sounds seventh grade. Yeah, that sounds like you're driving early, doesn't it? Like I can remember getting a permit like my sophomore year. Handstand Man says, I'm pretty sure Bella has already accomplished more than I ever have.
Me too, handstand man.
Man, at that age, whew, at that age, man, that's amazing. And I should walk it back. It's not even like at that age. It's just that to see people accomplishing these things. They changed the permit from 16 to 15. Nice. Handstand man, if I am he says you must be inspiring her. If I am, it's a blessing, but I we're just doing what we do and I'm inspired in return, by all of you guys in the chat. It is so reciprocal. I just happened to host a channel where we all met. Mr. Nathaniel, he had a restaurant, and it was called Urban Beans, and that was like a hot spot for open mics. So I would go perform and things like that. But you meet all these other people, and it's through where this person is hosting things. So it's a blessing just to have a landing pad where other people are coming and contributing. Yeah, Nathaniel, you tell them about the restaurant stuff. That's out of my range.
Well, I had it on mute because my neighbor just started their truck, was warming it up before they left. But and I'm eating the apple, but they just pulled out. So uh, yeah, it was a hard business to run for sure. Oh, handstand man says, "Oh, cool. Had hard business to try to run, and my girlfriend is a private chef." Oh, that's cool, man. What kind of stuff does she cook? We've done all kinds, but a lot of our clients love vegan stuff. Yeah, no doubt. I think vegan food is um, really good, and gaining in popularity. When I opened my restaurant back in 2012, there was far fewer options available, and you know it's much more known now, more educated. There's a lot more places offering vegan options that aren't vegan, straight up vegan restaurants. So it's crazy what you can do. Handstand Man says it's crazy what you can do with a cashew. LOL. Oh yeah. Oh, so she does tons of that, and she makes some really good desserts. Yeah, you know, and cashews are just the beginning. There's so much diversity, biodiversity, like we were talking about with Freak Out earlier. There's so many different kinds of plants out there in the world that you can eat, and when you look at animal stuff, it's uh, it's less. There's like you can eat the meat, you can eat the milk or whatever, but plants are just so varied, and there's so many things that you can eat. And it's fun to explore. So it's not reductive; it's expansive when you start, looking at eating plants. I think. He said, Handstand Man says, you can make a cashew into so many things. We actually made ourselves sick because you can't eat a lot of cashews or you'll get the toxicity. It was a very mild feeling. Not horrible, just something wasn't right. Yeah, like I said, cashews are just the beginning because there's again, you don't want to be eating just one thing, right? So if you do eat, you can't eat too many cashews. That's for sure. They're tasty. I don't have anything. I eat cashews too, but there's so many different things to try. Like so many different nuts you can use in lieu of using cashews for your recipes that call for cashews. So they won't all act exactly the same, but I say play. If you're enjoying cooking and you're having fun with it, like go for it.
Handstand, are you okay? If I drop your link in the chat.
Handstand Man says, comes back to variety though. Humans have horrible variety. There's so many plants people will never even know the name of. Of course, man. Yeah, eat the rainbow, right?
There we
That's all
go.
right. That's all right.
So there's handstands. Did we lose Bella and Reluctant?
I cannot.
I cannot.
Oh,
Oh,
we're getting
we're
that
getting that
reverb or whatever.
reverb or whatever.
Echo.
Echo.
Hmm. Okay, Bella. Handstand Man has over 2,000 videos though, and you started last year. That's amazing. Am I on headphones now?
If you have
If you
two
have two
devices in the
devices in
chat,
the chat,
you might want
you
to
might
mute
want to
one.
mute one.
No, I've got my laptop muted.
Mm. This is
This is
where we
where we
push the
push the
edges of
edges of.
technology. We figure out how we do this because uncharted territory, right? Thanks for your patience. Handstand Man says I got over 2,000 vids though, and I started last year. I often worry my channel will get deleted or ban something, and I lose all the hard work. Yeah, I definitely want to back up anything that is important to you because YouTube is not guaranteed, online is not guaranteed. You know, cloud stuff. Handstand Man, but at least I put the work into myself. That is something no one can take away. You got it. Bella says, be right back. Maybe she's off to do another round of push ups. Good for you, Bella. You'll be welcome
Hey,
when
there
you
we
do
go.
come back.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, handstand.
hmm?
Go ahead, Nathaniel.
Oh, Handstand Man says it's just videos. I'm doing it for fun more than anything. There you go, man.
Yeah.
That's enjoy that part of your life. That you cultivated and carved out a space for yourself to stay motivated, stay consistent, share your story. Enjoy that. Like the pressure to be a content creator on the internet nowadays. Like if you start getting some traction, it's really heavy. But you don't have to do it if it's not enjoyable. Like I've taken some time off. I had some things going on, and I'm glad that I did. But I'm excited to get back into it because it's a part of my life that I enjoy and that I miss doing. Because there's community there, and you can't neglect your communities for too long, or else you lose them. So you know, but yeah, doing what is right for you at this time in your life. If you're enjoying it, having fun, enjoy it, man.
Yeah, for sure. And when you're doing it for fun, like Nathaniel was saying, it takes a lot of pressure off. You're not under this weight of having to perform or create. And so if you can just be loose with it, and that's where a lot of people you'll hear a lot of success stories. Hey, I was just starting it off as just to have fun or kind of as a gag or whatever. But you've got a very specific thing that you do and a very specific skill. And to have, I think you're at 1,500 viewers. That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's great.
Hopefully, yeah, hopefully that you're getting to that monetized stage as well. To call yourself a content creator is a bit of a joke, though, so I got to entertain. Yeah, I mean, content creator, I think that notion now it's kind of melted into like influencer. It kind of gives people like a bad taste, but honestly, it is what you're doing. You
Mm-hmm.
could even just go out to the park and go live and just do handstands, and be able to enjoy, just interacting with your audience. That was kind of where the push-ups started because I was doing push-ups for years every night at work and never thought about it. But you need to get more watch hours, do some live streams. Yeah, that's kind of where in the last since we started doing these push-ups, that's where the channel's grown. Over 100 subscribers in the last month. The views have like really shot up, the watch time, all that sort of stuff.
Reluctant
Uh,
Gamer says like, subscribe, comment.
yep. And Handstand Man says, yeah, he did that before, but no one really ever watched or interacted. That that can be a gut punch, because it's kind of like, why am I doing this? I did maybe
For
a dozen
fun.
or so. Well, you've got 1,500 viewers now, so I would think that now it might give you a better shot at it. I don't know when your last attempt at going live was, but because your channel's growing, I would just shoot at it. We're here already. I'll check it out for sure. Matter of fact, we could do like a live of the day or something. Everybody does a different live or a different time or something. Because yeah, supporting each other's channels, especially smaller channels and stuff like that, I think is important. Handstand Man says, yeah, soon I can start doing it. I am going to do it more. My last one, I attempted the Holy Grail 1,000 burpees. Whoo! Whoo!
You can miss me with that.
Whoo! 1,000 burpees.
Yeah.
Now, are you talking 1,000 burpees straight? Is that sounds like a David Goggins thing? I got some channel names to pass along for sure. I love supporting. Yeah, that's what's up. Uh-oh, we lost Nathaniel.
I was just
So, okay, when you say that you failed horribly, were you doing it in sets or did you try to do 1,000 straight burpees with no break? So the goal is 1,000 in a row, but I'm not the
row.
best at push-up. Just getting into them, really.
Well, push-ups are a part of burpees, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I see so many different variations of burpees.
Yeah.
Um, like there's the prison burpees, and that doesn't really go all the way down to the ground. It's like there's always like different versions.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be
Just
right
one
back.
after the other, but I took breaks because your body broke. Yeah, fair
I'll be right.
enough. Yeah, 1,000 burpees, man. Whew, that is. That's an insane amount. I do have to say. That would be something I would work up to. Like even 50 burpees is a good amount, and then being able to jump to 100. I feel like that's like working your way up while you're doing like a marathon. Like you just trying to start off the 26 miles would be tough. It took you 2 days and you only got to 740. It's because that's a lot. That is a lot. Uh-oh, did we lose Nathaniel? Some of the channels you follow are doing the Holy Grail on April 26th, so I wanted to see how you did. Yeah, I'd never heard of that. I've never heard of the Holy Grail being push-ups, or a thousand squats, or 1,000 burpees. Excuse me. It's so foreign to me. I'm not even saying it right. I think I can take these off because we lost Nathaniel, or maybe he'll reconnect because I'm still seeing his icon. You think they invented it? You don't know how, to be honest. Yeah, that's a crazy amount. And that's kind of one of those things, it piques people's interest. It's like, yeah, phone troubles. 1,000 burpees, and getting people to kind of check that out. It's like lottery ticket commercials or something. Like it's like this crazy amount that if you can accomplish it, you'll win big. But I can't imagine the average person, which I am one, just being able to knock out 1,000 burpees. That sounds really crazy. And you're
That's
right.
more than training for life.
Yeah, you're right. Nathaniel is back. We just don't. There he is.
More
Um,
water.
there we go. But yeah, that's man. Han Salman says he watched it and they didn't even get to 1,000 either, so I didn't feel so bad. But than you did. Yeah, I think it was just a random number. They just went with it. I don't know the person who did the 1,000 burpees, but that's pretty impressive if they did.
I'd say start with 1,000 steps.
Right, right, uh, right. 1,000 of anything at once is a lot. Yeah,
Who's all in the chat right now?
the
David
David
Goggins.
Goggins goal. Bella said she would be right back.
Yeah, sound off in the chat. Tell us where you're at.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, David Goggins' goal definitely sounds like if the man ran for, what did Reluctant Gamer say, 39 hours
Oh, jeez.
and 200 something miles. Bella said she had to go hit the speed bag for 20 minutes. Yeah, that's incredible. And I'd never like I'll slowly ask people, things like where you're at or things like that. But with the younger viewers, I'm just trying to be mindful and respectful.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
so it's great that she's willing to share, feels comfortable doing so. But those are incredible feats. And to Handstand's point, she might be bigger and stronger than some of those older kids by doing all the push-ups and things. So sometimes, yeah, there's that all of those things to consider. But I also see where she'd be coming from. It would sound intimidating to have to be in there with older kids.
For sure. It sounds like she's got a good head on her shoulders.
Yeah, handstand says it's cool. You are influencing her choices. I think that's part of why she pumped out those push-ups. Yeah, you, it's a blessing, to come across people in this life and just intersect. And if you have something in common or something that you can impart and give and take, that's a blessing. So she's inspiring me to do a little more studying when it comes to getting
Good
back to
grades.
language and other things. Yeah, ripple effect, pebble in the pond. So, handstand, are you putting out shorts daily? Do you go out and do something every day, or will you do like a day where you shoot like, seven different things and then give yourself the rest and just put out your shorts, on a timer? A dozen daily. Wow. Yeah. That's part of the formula. I definitely heard for growing your channel is just putting out multiple shorts throughout the course of the day. But I get tired sometimes, says handstand. My job lately is sucking up all my time. Understand. I completely understand that. I I feel very much the same way.
What's the
Um,
job? What do you do?
I don't know. Yeah, what is the occupation if you don't mind sharing, handstand?
Or is it full time, part time, or okay? Handstand
Is
man,
it
shipper
shipper
receiver.
receiver?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's somewhat laborious on top of it.
Oh, for records.
Hmm.
That's cool.
Are you forklift certified and all that? Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Paper company in Canada.
Bella, Bella, Bella. Mm-hmm.
Copy that.
Hey, up until last year, I was in my ninth year at a warehouse. Graveyard, I understand. Tight spaces in those forklifts, yes. Bella, my mic keeps muting.
It's not for me, Vincent.
It's all right. I don't know. Okay, Hansen says he hears us okay. Reluctant Gamer, hope y'all having a lovely day. Please subscribe, comment, and like. Y'all looking good, smelling good, and feeling good. Have a blessed day. Peace. Hey, if you can cover those things, you're having a great day. Reluctant, we appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, reluctant gamer.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Good deal.
Hansen says, not smelling good here. I need to shower.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you just get off work or what shift are you working?
I'm with you, handstand man. It's time for a shower for me too. Pretty soon here. I think I'll do a Pilates class and then I'll take a shower.
Are you going to go in today? Pilates?
Yeah.
Oh, you're off today. Nice. Nice.
Good deal.
Make the most of those days off, especially when your job is sucking the life out of you. But one thing that I always try to impart and that I've been really mindful of is work harder at what you want to do than the job that's paying you. Unfortunately, it does. I'm not saying like don't give your effort at work, but put the same amount, if not more, into your passions.
Yeah. And it sounds like you are a handstand man, doing your channel and things like that, perfecting your handstand. So, uh,
Again, you've gotten love on your beard from Germany, the UK, and Canada.
yeah. Thank you for the kudos on the beard. Yes, it does take commitment, but it also, you know, just means like just don't shave it.
Handstand says, I'm just on my own. I have no support elsewhere, so I need the money. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like quit your job or anything. I'm my sole breadwinner as well. But on your free time, put that same amount into the passion that you have, your videos and your content, if that's the case. But no, I completely get the fence that you're balancing on. I completely understand it. And please don't take it as like I'm judging like your position to like do better or something. That's not it at all. And Stan says, but I try to make work my exercise too. Yeah, and he did quit his job last year. Actually, you lived that summer outside every day over 12 hours. Doesn't that feel great? Uh,
Fantastic.
yeah, and put everything into himself. You know, we're walking the same path. We're here for a reason because last year this time I left the job that I was at for almost 9 years, and it gave me a lot of freedom. I went back to school during that, but there was
Mm,
so much freedom to that, and I felt way better getting out from under the weight and finding something different for myself.
yeah,
And Hansen says, but I can only handle so much debt before I'm back in the woods again. Understandable. Yeah, for sure.
it's a balance.
No, I completely understand it. But apple,
Juicy apple.
apple, man down.
Arms up.
Um, Life balance is tough to your point, but you gotta make the most. Oh, Bella, you find that funny, Bella? I'm over here coding out over that. Um, well, handstand, you have a community here. We can support how we can from the distance that we have, but you have support here as far as that. So even beyond the push-ups, beyond anything else, just being able to sit and talk um, and brainstorm or just listen is there, man, for sure. Reluctant. Hope y'all having a lovely day. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Hope y'all looking good, feeling good, and have a blessed day. Peace. I took smelling good out. No, leave it in. We need it. We all need to shower.
We do. Keep that smelling good in there. All right, I think you guys are
For sure.
going for a walk with me. I'm gonna take this opportunity to move.
You going for a stroll?
Going for a stroll.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you. Thank you, Handstand. You're great as well. We appreciate that. This is the community we're trying to build. So um we appreciate you. We appreciate reluctant Bella, even though she's laughing at me while I'm choking on apple. That's what I get for eating on camera. I think we lost Nathaniel. Uh Being lazy here because you just tuned in. That's all right. Whenever you get here is when you get here. Whenever you get here. Bella, how are the push-ups going? He did. He did. He walked into the Bermuda Triangle. Oh, he's gone. He's gone, gone. We have lost Mr. Burns. Nice. So you were doing 20s. How many sets did you do? You were never finished with them. Dun dun dun. 5 sets of 20. Woo. Knocking down those hundreds. That is fantastic. Anything else that you're gonna work out? Because Bella's not only doing the push-ups, but then sometimes she'll go and work out after the workout. So I'm always a fan of what she's got going on. Right? I'm gonna go do a plank. Be right back in a minute or two. Whew. Handstand man doesn't want to get beat up by a girl named Bella. Sounds like you will though, man. She's on some different stuff. I love it though, especially to hear seventh graders. Because most of the young kids I'm hearing, it's always video games or like a very sedentary lifestyle. It's awesome to hear that going on. And going back, handstand, when you were saying YouTube is the only thing keeping you together, honestly, without it, you have no social connections, pretty isolating. I understand that. I do get that. I don't know if Bella's last name is Goggins. It would make sense, but I do understand about the connections and things like that. And that's very cool to be able to, utilize that to connect with people um, around. But I understand, like, when we have to work, and when we get a little older, we're not as social, and so we're not making friends the same way we did when we were younger. So this is it's been great for me as well because even though we don't know each other in FaceTime in real time, you were still making connections in the same way. I'm north of 40. I am north of 40. Um, and you keep finding your own age on here. I don't know if YouTube is okay. So I mean, yeah, we're at like these stages where we've passed certain things. We're past certain other things. We realize certain things about life. Oh man, I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. So I think we're all talking the same language. Same thing with John. I think reluctant is in that same area. You're not old, sir. we're just not teenagers. We're just not like young lions anymore. But something cool about being in the game for a while. We see things that we wouldn't have seen, and we're definitely not making the mistakes that we did before. You were asleep most of your life, says Handstand Man. Missed a lot of it. Well, we're awake now. We're here, and there's so many things. That's the thing about life. There's so many things that we pass by. I did some good stuff, but there's other things I look at. I'm like, how did I miss that, or how did I not do that? What's up, Bella? How long was the plank? She said, "Woo, y'all are old." Nice. Well, Bella, you're kind of like bridging these gaps and everything. So we appreciate you being that ambassador and hanging out with the old guys. Ooh, yeah, that's a good question, Bella. Do you do handstands too? No, we know it's all love. We know it's all love. We appreciate you deeply. Really, really, really do. Really appreciate having you here. Hanson says, "Yeah, Bella's the weird one, if anything." Whoa, whoa! Bella said handstands are easy with 4 Ys. Oh, handstand! You're gonna take that? You're gonna take that? That's right. Bella probably has bigger arms than both of us combined. And oh man, that's fantastic. She said easy. Bella, are you in dance, gymnastics? Yeah, I believe her too. I believe her too. What's your athletic background? I know you got a pedigree. I know you're younger, but yeah, to be knocking off push-ups. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's gymnastics. There, there you go. You did gymnastics when you were 3 to 10. So this explains the push-ups. This explains like, woo. This explains the planks. This explains. I'm guessing like back handsprings and stuff like that. Yeah. I kind of wish I did too. Something like that because you talk about embodying like total strength of body and balance and coordination. That's awesome. So Bella, yeah, you're the cheat code right now. How come you got out of gymnastics? It's easy if you start as a kid, hard when you start after 30, says Handstand Man. Yeah, could you imagine? That'd be a great video. Let's all meet with Bella and have her put us through like a gymnastics workout, and then we can film ourselves en route to the hospital, getting splints and X-rays and all sorts of stuff. Handstand Man says, but something to be said about being old and still going, though. Absolutely. Bella just didn't want to do it anymore. Understandable. It's probably a lot of burnout with that. Are you looking at any other sports? Anything else? Handstand says don't stop though. It keeps you young. Are you going to look at any other different sports? Because I feel like you've got a lot of athleticism there. And Sandman says, find a new love, just do something at least. I think she's found it with the push-ups and her daily workouts. It's like I think she's still in there, but she's not finding anything right now. No sports, just focusing on school. That makes sense. She should get into MMA and the UFC. Sounds like she's tough as nails. I could see because now like those American Ninja sort of competitions, the course work and the obstacle courses. I could see something like that. And those are athletes that are starting to get paid now too, for these TV appearances and things like that. I think Bella could probably really have a great run with her own channel. Although you're gonna die like me choking on that apple still. Yeah, I've never done a ninja course. I think that that's the thing. Like Bella would be fantastic in like ninja courses, parkour, stuff like that. That would be cool. I wanted to do parkour a long time ago, but I never really followed through on it. To your point, handstand, like there's things that, we just like, why did we not do that? But again, it's never too late for some things. You've done parkour from 5 to 8. Oh, you've done a lot. That is awesome. Handstand says they are hard. The salmon ladder, where you have to go vertical with that bar. Wow, that's yeah, Bella. You've got an amazing background in athletics. Very fit, very fit. So real handstand man. Handstand man says, Bella, you can be anything you want from the sounds of it. Just find a goal and focus on it. Yeah, yeah, Bella. What's your academic studying? What do you want to do? Um, Scientist, veterinarian, English major, history teacher. I maybe even like a degree in science, physical science. That can be tough sometimes when we're not really sure. Yeah, I agree. I agree. There was a time where you just start working. You have time, Bella. You have time, and it sounds like you have options as far as your academics. Are you looking to go to college, or you just what's do you have a game plan, or not really even thought that far? Handstand man says he didn't have the right support from the family to ever go far. Yeah, that can be tough at times because we have an idea. Yes, yeah, nice. Going to college, especially with a goal. If you go in with a plan, knowing what you want to major in and things like that, make it a lot easier. Because I've seen a lot of people that go and they go because they just think they're supposed to go, but they don't really have a goal yet, and they end up switching majors or just leaving because they haven't found what they want to do. But handstand, man, if you're not shown certain things or possibilities in yourself, that definitely can be the part where people just end up, hey, we worked, so you need to work too. And that that can be a dream killer in a lot of cases. Do you have a college that you'd like to go to? And Sandman says work is such a waste of life for most people's jobs anyway. Yeah. Nope. No college choices yet. It's okay. Guess it would depend on um, what it is you may decide that you want to study, and like what kind of climate you want to live in. If you don't want to be in snow, you avoid certain colleges. If you want to be closer to home, then there's those options as well. So, but you do have some time, that's for sure. And handstand, man, yeah, that's why folk working on our passions and putting that same effort in that we do to our jobs that just employ us, then that's definitely part of that work life balance. Handstand says, anyways, you guys take care. I got to actually go do something. Appreciate the information and support, Bella. Keep knocking out those reps. You're pretty amazing. Handstand, we appreciate you. And Bella, you have a fantastic day as well. Guys, I'm not sure if I asked you, Handstand, if there's Mother's Day tomorrow, but Bella, you enjoy your day with your mother as well, if that's what you got going on. But much love to you guys for being in the chat. Special shout out to Nathaniel J Burns. We had Make with Mike earlier. We didn't get to hear from John or Jacob. That's okay. Reluctant Gamer. And yeah, we had a really good run today. So guys, Stark Industries as well, and Freak Out Tent. So guys, have a fantastic day. We will be back tomorrow, and as always, I hope this finds everybody in your place pursuit or beginnings of total health and fitness. And like we say, HWPO, hard work pays off. Impact Athletics Association. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Much love. Nope, not yet. All right.